everyone, this is Aniko, and the first Friday of March was just yesterday, so let's go through the latest and greatest Humble Bundle Monthly. As always, I'll start the video by looking at the games and savings that Humble Monthly subscribers received this month. The games in this month's pack include Overgrowth for Windows, OS X, and Linux, also available as a DRM-free download, Lost Castle for Windows and OS X, Dark Souls 3 with the Ashes of Ariandel DLC for Windows, Splasher for Windows, OS X, and Linux, Aviary Attorney for Windows and OS X, Last Day of June for Windows, and Holy Potatoes We're in Space for Windows, OS X, and Linux, for an actual value of $179.92 and a total savings of $167.92. Assuming you managed to buy all these games at the lowest prices ever on Steam, the total cost would be $86.28, which means this bundle saved purchasers about $74. Also in this bundle, subscribers received the Humble Original game, Draconoid, which is for Windows and OS X. Like last month, this is a pretty good deal and continues a trend of the deals being generally better than what we have seen in recent previous months. Dark Souls plus the DLC makes up the largest chunk of the $74 total value, a whopping total of just under $30. Overgrowth adds about $18 in total value, and all the other games are between $4 and $12 of value apiece. So let's hope you liked the early unlocked Dark Souls or the early revealed Overgrowth, because that's where most of this bundle's value is. Again, this month we have 7 games, which is normal, and over in the Humble Trove are 2 new additions to the library, both of which are quite old school. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis from 1992, and the Incredible Machine Mega Pack, which includes all the Incredible Machine games that were released between 93 and 2000. They're both great classic titles, even if they're quite old, so check them out if you've never played them. Let's talk about the games and genres represented in this bundle. First, we have Overgrowth, which is a parkour and martial arts sandbox action game with a main story revolving around freeing the rabbits from their evil overlords. Lost Castle is an action RPG game with roguelike elements and supports up to 4-player co-op. Dark Souls 3 is the latest chapter in the super hard action RPG series. Splasher is a humorous, brightly colored 2D platformer with a plot that revolves around saving your companions from the evil Le Docteur. Aviary Attorney is Ace Attorney meets Hatful Boyfriend, but with a wider selection of sentient bipedal animals, plus mysteries and courtroom justice, of course. Last Day of June is an atmospheric adventure game in which you relive a single day by experiencing different memories from different perspectives. Finally, Holy Potatoes We're in Space is an exceedingly wacky space exploration game, which is part simulation, part strategy, part management, and part exploration. The oldest game this month is technically Aviary Attorney, clocking in at 2 years of age, but if we're counting games since they were first available in early access, the oldest game by far is Overgrowth, even though it just came out as a full release this last October. Overgrowth joined Steam's early access program way back in December of 2013, and was in active development long before that, so that game has been around the block just a few times, which brings me to saying that the newest game in this bundle is technically Overgrowth, but if you don't want to count that one, the runner-up is Last Day of June, which has been available for about 6 months. The rest of the games are between a year and 2 years in age, so overall the games in this bundle skew a bit older than last month's bundle. On to my opinion. Oh, where to start? I guess you could say I mostly like this month. I am looking forward to playing Dark Souls 3 eventually, once I work my way through a couple other games I'm trying to finish. Aviary Attorney looks like it's going to be great fun, and I'm not sure how I missed it before now. Splasher and Last Day of June also look pretty good to me. I'd almost picked up Holy Potatoes We're in Space a couple times before now, so overall I'm pretty pleased with this bundle. Overgrowth and Lost Castle I'm not as interested in on the basis of just preferences in game genres, but that's acceptable for one of these mixed bundles. In many ways, this is a very nice bundle with an excellent spread of games from many different genres, and that is something some of these monthly bundles do struggle with. Last month's platformer and adventure game Heavy Bundle is a prime example of that. Now, the past few months, I've been picking out a stinker from the monthly bundle, and this month's stinker award goes to Overgrowth. Like it or hate it, it has the same problem as the previous games I've labeled as stinkers. Yes, that's right. It's been bundled by Humble Bundle before. This one was in the Freedom Bundle just last February while it was still in early access. Of course, this is ignoring some of the other things about Overgrowth that mark it, at least in my opinion, as not a terribly good game to include in a curated monthly bundle, but that's mostly personal opinion. The other thing that strikes me is because this game was in early access for so long and then it was later bundled, I personally think that most people who wanted to play a anthropomorphic kung fu fighting rabbit would have bought it by now. So yeah, I'm just not terribly impressed by that particular game choice. However, regardless of how you feel about Overgrowth, the streak of including already bundled games continues. We're getting one every single month. Is this why Humble is now offering monthly subscribers Humble Wallet money for buying Tier 3 in their game bundles? Operating under the assumption that yes, indeed, we do plan to screw you over within the next year on the Humble Monthly, so here's a booby prize to make you hate us less. Right. Still not impressed. I do find myself conflicted when I look at Humble's new game bundles. I find myself hesitating to buy them even when they have good games in them, because I question how likely it is that I'm going to see this in my Humble monthly subscription. For example, I've been on the fence in regards to the Classics Return bundle for more than a week now, because I'm frankly a lot more hesitant to trust Humble than I once was. And the $2 wallet credit they're offering for me to go with the Tier 3 option isn't really enough to ease my worries. I can't be the only one who's thinking this way, can I? Before I wrap up, next month's early unlock is a triple header: Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, God Eater 2, Rage Burst, and Mafia 3, plus the Sign of the Times DLC. These have a total value of $43.26, and is one of the highest value early unlocks we've seen in a very long time. Also, keep in mind, usually when we get 2 or 3 games unlocked early, we also get more titles in the final bundle, so this may be an 8-game bundle for the month of April. Anyhow, it looks like next month is a great value if you're interested in any of those early unlocks, and certainly worth the $12 admission fee. As always, thanks for watching, and I will be back the first Friday or Saturday of April with the next video in this series. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, maybe follow me on Twitter, and I hope to see you next time.